friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today I'm in a little bit of a different setup because I'm doing something a little bit different and I am preparing for the autumn season in this video. It's a really foggy Saturday morning, so I've just gotten in the shower, made my coffee, and I've read a little bit of my book this morning as well. So I've had a pretty chill morning so far, and I wanted to kind of just jump in here now and give you a little rundown about what I want to do in this video. So usually you'll see reading vlogs and recommendations on this channel, but today I am wanting to do something a little bit different and create an atmospheric sort of vlog where I am sharing with you all of the decorations that I'm putting up. You'll probably see that I have a little autumn sign over here and my wax melt already. We have Puddles, the bat, and my little coffin pillow as well. And obviously I've put the bedding on, which is a Hocus Pocus theme bedding. So there is little bits of Halloween dotted throughout the house, and I'm kind of just going to show you bits and pieces of me putting them up. I am going to be reading this book in this video and telling you my thoughts on it, so I will tell you a little bit about that in a second. And I guess kind of just live in that autumn vibe. I really love this season. It's like my favorite season of all. Halloween is my favorite holiday, so yeah, this is the time to really delve deep into the spookiness and just enjoy the season. So like I said, I started Smother Moss this morning because I thought this would be like the perfect like spooky book to read. I did say in the books that I want to read this season. I will leave that video up in the cards or in the description. But I thought this was going to be a really autumny, spooky book because of the cover. It screams autumn. It's set in the summer, so it's not really an autumn type of book, but it does still have that gothic atmospheric feel. So I am still going to continue reading it because I am enjoying it so far. I'm 56 pages in, and currently we're like learning our characters and the family situation. This is about Sheila and Angie, who are two sisters who live in a home with their great aunt, their grandma's sister, so their great aunt, and their mum. Their mum works in an asylum, working long hours, and they're kind of poor. They live in the Appalachia mountains. I don't know, there's been some talk about people saying Appalachia rather than Appalachian, so I'm going to I don't know which one is correct, so the Appalachia Mountains, and it's set in the 1980s, and it's kind of following this poor family who live in the mountainous area. So they live really remotely, but they look after their great aunt and run their farm, like looking after the animals. So they have rabbits, and you're kind of just delving into their life really at this point, and there's a murderer on the loose. Currently it's kind of like setting up to be a really gothic sort of tale, so it does seem pretty interesting. I am, like I said, only 56 pages into it, but yeah, I am kind of intrigued to know what's going to happen from here. Sheila is like having cabin fever. She wants to get out. You know, it's the summer holidays. She's not at school. She wants to go and work. So she asked her mum to go and work in her asylum, but her mum refused. And then she's now wanting to kind of go after this monster. And there's just some odd feeling that Sheila has. So she's kind of getting a bit sick of being in the mountains, or thinking that there's something wrong with the mountains. So yeah, that's where I'm at currently, but I am going to continue reading this. I'm hoping that I will finish it today and let you know some more thoughts throughout the day. I'll probably get to about 100 pages in, and then I might check back in with you to see what this book is going to be like. That is Smother Moss. And the other things I would like to do today would be to kind of watch a movie. I'm thinking I might watch a autumnal movie, and I will take you along with me throughout the day. So I'm going to take you along for a very chilled Saturday with me, and let's see what we can get up to. I have just been on a walk, so we did some of that. I took a shot of some of the leaves changing colour. I just think this is incredible. I love this season. So I also then kind of done some chores around the house, put up some of the decorations whilst listening and reading along with Smother Moss that I've been reading throughout this day. I said to you I was going to check back in when I was around 100 pages, but alas, I have now finished it. I'm really bad at doing check-ins for books, but I finished the book for the same video, so that's really fun and cohesive. And yeah, so Smother Moss, I think I started talking about the two sisters and how they're living in poverty and stuff like that. Smother Moss kind of goes all over the place. The plot is so mad. We kind of have the two sisters who don't get along with each other, who are so different from each other, having to share a room and grow up together. Our first sister, Sheila, who's the older one, she goes and ends up working with her mum in the asylum and makes money and saves it up essentially. And the younger one, Angie, she is wanting to become a soldier. She's obsessed with nuclear bombs, the Russians, and just living her life as a soldier. So she is training herself up to be a soldier. So they are completely different people, and it's quite interesting to see that sister dynamic and how they just fight with each other all the time. So we're following that, then how they're looking after their sick great aunt, who they live with. She ends up passing, and lots of things happen. And there's so much to it. We kind of then learn some new characters, and um, it's about growth and development and learning. It also then takes a turn around the mountains, and there's a murderer on the loose. They want to solve this, catch the murderer, and kind of just live their normal lives essentially. But they think that the mountain has something to do with it, and all of this stuff. So it is chaotic. It's all over the place, but I did like it. So it's a bit weird. There's a lot to this. I think it's written in such a deep way that you kind of have to take a step back and actually learn what she's saying in the book. It is so chilling, but not in the way that you think about the murder. It's more how they treat each other and how there's a lot of bullying that happens. It's really a sense of character development and learning to like be yourself. And I really enjoyed that part of the book. It is well written. I just think it could have been put together a little bit better. It does seem to hop around the place. I think I'm going to give it a 3. It is pretty average. There's a lot in here, and I think that if you read it, you'll kind of see what I'm trying to aim towards saying without saying, because I don't really want to spoil too much about this book if you do end up wanting to read it. So it isn't mushroom based horror or fungus horror or anything like the title suggests. It's not set in autumn, but it is still a really fun read, and I'm kind of glad that I read it during this video. So with that, I'm now going to put the book away